Back to Cosby's speech in Detroit at St. Paul Church of God in Christ. In a room full of black men, Cosby would show once again his focus was not laughter. We are not a pitiful race of people. We are a bright race who can move with the best. It was in this same speech, Cosby, in response to a local judge in attendance, would express why he felt blacks continue to stay behind. The judge would go on to urge that Cosby and other black celebrities donate money if they really want to help. And a very focused Cosby would respond, "I didn't fly out here to write a check. I'm not writing a check in Houston, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Leave these athletes alone. All you know is Oprah Winfrey and Michael Jackson. Forget about a check. This is how we lost to the white man. My problem is that I'm tired of losing to white people." Upon interpretation, Cosby did not think that throwing money at a fire would put out the fire. Cosby instead would focus on what blacks were currently doing that could be seen in his eyes as counterproductive. Cosby showed how he thought African Americans should be represented in his many works, and the rise of gangsta rap did not align. Despite his positive messages, it was his harsh criticism for his own that would turn off many. You see, Cosby has a track record of criticizing his own. This was widely noticed when Eddie Murphy released his special Raw in 1987. In part of his performance, Murphy would reveal Cosby calling him to encourage that he stop cussing so much in his act.
Never met the man before, but he called me up about a year ago and chastised me on the phone for being too dirty. You cannot say filth, flarn, filth.
Cosby's criticism of hip-hop would only alienate him even more. Hip-hop, despite being known as an artistic expression that highlights some of the harsh realities of living in the hood, has been a form of entertainment that has put many black people in opportunities of wealth that they may have never been able to see. Many like 50 Cent, who had a quick feud with Oprah over her criticism of hip-hop, have benefited from the music. Fast forward to today, coincidentally, the mentality of getting a check or getting a bag has been embedded within our own culture. But yet, we still have fires in form of police brutality, Karens, unemployment, poor health, and lack of ownership. You see, that check will not resolve grandma's diabetes, being seen as guilty and proven innocent, and as some girls in the neighborhood would let you know, if you're lame, money doesn't make you unlame. Instead, you're just a lame with money. To Cosby's point, maybe more money isn't the solution. Don't believe me? Meet Sharon Terabasi, a single mother who had been on welfare but would end up winning more than 10 million Canadian dollars. Unfortunately, however, Terabasi would find herself back on the bus almost 10 years later. According to reports, she would end up losing her fortune because of a big house, fancy cars, designer clothes, lavish parties, exotic trips, and loans to family and friends. For someone who spent her teen years bouncing from shelter to shelter, Terabasi was unprepared for the millionaire lifestyle. The point being made, money is not always a solution for advancement. Despite not wanting to cut a check that night in Detroit, Cosby has in fact cut many checks. According to reports, Cosby has made the largest donation at one time to an HBCU when in 1980